Warriors defenseman Brad Cole, and you're listening to The Coach's Show with Andy Zilch.
Brisk Tuesday night here at Tablefields. Welcome everybody inside, and we got Mike Marcou, we got assistant coach Dwayne Zinger alongside. We got a lot to talk about tonight. Probably what everybody wants to know about is what happened on the bus on the way down to Florida. We'll get to that in just a little bit, and we'll get to know Mike Marcou a little bit better as well. First, we got to talk about the upcoming weekend, and it's going to be quite a measuring tool for the Road Warriors, playing against the Eastern Conference best team, the South Carolina Stingrays. 3 games in 3 days. One of those will be back home, and finally, for a lot of people, they're able to take in a Road Warriors game after a little layoff on the past 3 weeks. Heading up to Evansville, taking on the Icemen for 2 games, taking on the Toledo Walleye, and then 3 games against the Florida Everblades. The Road Warriors currently sit 9th in the Eastern Conference with 47 points, but they are in a huddle with Orlando and Fort Wayne, technically tied, but the Road Warriors do not have as many regulation or overtime victories as those 2 teams. That's the big tiebreaker, so looking forward, the Road Warriors are almost forced to try and get some wins during those times versus the shootouts. The Road Warriors are 0-2 in overtime, and right now that's somewhat hindering this team moving forward in the standings. But not too many points separate the 3 spot from the Road Warriors. It's only 4 to be exact. The Reading Royals are in the 3rd spot with 51 points, tied with the Florida Everblades. Evansville has 50 points as well as Kalamazoo, and then the cluster with Orlando, Fort Wayne, and ourselves. Wheeling's right behind with 46 points. In the rearview mirror, it's Gwinnett with 37, so they're a little bit ways away, and they really got to start turning on the Jets to be considered a playoff contender. And for some other teams, the Stingrays and the Cyclones, personally, I think those 2 teams are going to be pretty safe unless the bottom drops out. If you want my opinion, I think Cincinnati's going to win the Eastern Conference, especially after the Road Warriors walk away with a weekend sweep coming up here on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Bold statement. We'll see what happens. Out west, Ontario and Alaska, they still lead their respective divisions. And, wow, since I actually talked to everyone last year at Tablefields, a lot's happened out west. San Francisco's gone, and they had to revise the schedules. All 8 teams will make the playoffs out west, so it's a little disappointing. I don't know how the players would react to that, because the regular season right now doesn't mean anything unless you're battling for home ice advantage, which about 4 teams are doing so. It'll be really tough for Bakersfield and Las Vegas to get some home ice advantage. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens in the playoffs when it really matters again for the Western Conference teams. For a lot of the teams in the East, it's playoff time now, especially for the Road Warriors. We saw it on Sunday. Defense wins championships, and that's what the Road Warriors are built out to backstop this team, and it's led by guys like Marcou, Brad Cole, Sam Clausen, and probably the best goaltending tandem in the ECHL. You got guys that are legit AHL goaltenders down here in the ECHL right now with Jason Mission and Jeff Malcolm. And before Malcolm left up to the AHL, he was once the leader of save percentage in the ECHL. So for him to find that game again would be really key for the Road Warriors to have a 1-2 backstop with the tallest goaltender in North America and Jeff Malcolm. We will get to Mike Marcou. We'll talk about the Super Bowl as well and what some of these guys' thoughts were. I know Dwayne Zinger didn't think too much of Sherman. I actually had to bleep him out when I did the Super Bowl guesses. This guy's got a potty mouth. No, I'm just kidding. He actually he beeped himself. He said, I think Sherman's a beep. And I took full advantage of that, making it sound like he really did cuss. But, hey, it was pretty funny. We'll take a break. We'll get back here with Dwayne Zinger in just a moment. You're listening to the Coach's Show here at Tablefields.
It only takes 6.2 seconds for the BMW 528i to go from 0 to 60. That's also about how long it takes to realize that it is faster and more fuel efficient than its top rivals. And it's more than enough time for you to realize that no other car is quite like the 528i. We only make one thing, the ultimate driving machine. Speed claims based on specs from manufacturer sites. Fuel comparisons based on EPA estimates.
Century BMW Authorized Center, Lawrence Road, Greenville.
Hi, welcome to Greenfield's Bagel and Deli.
I'll take a hot pastrami on rye.
Do you want potato salad, coleslaw, macaroni salad, or chips?
The Mac sounds great.
Is your turkey fresh?
We oven roast our turkeys daily, right in the back. How about a melt?
Sure. Provolone with lettuce, tomato, and a taste of onion, and those delicious salt and pepper chips.
I'm a vegetarian.
No problem. We make veggie specials with sprouts, cucumbers, tomatoes, capers, and olives.
At Greenfield's Bagels and Deli, you get healthy, great foods made fresh daily. Why don't you try our Nova Special? We start with fresh baked bagel of your choice, cream cheese spread, then it's loaded with sliced Nova shipped in from New York City, then your choice of lettuce, tomato, onions, and capers. Greenfield's is the only kosher-style deli in the upstate, and we cater it all. Just call 987-0064. Greenfield's Bagels and Deli, Greenville Motor Mile, next to Steinmart in the Verde Market Fair. We're not just another bagel shop.
Since 2002, the lottery has helped award more than 1 million scholarships. So when you play, you're not just taking a chance, you're also giving one.
Greenville Water is committed to developing and maintaining a water system that is sustainable and of the highest quality. Please join us by conserving water so that it can be enjoyed not only by our generation, but for many generations to come. For tips on how to conserve water, please visit our website at www.greenvillewater.com.
The original chicken sandwich at Burger King has been a mouth-watering crowd favorite for more than 30 years. It can't get better, but it can get spicier. Introducing our new spicy chicken sandwich, seasoned with fiery cayenne and black peppers for those who want to kick things up a notch. It's a hot new twist on a Burger King favorite. And right now, it's part of our 2 for $5 deal, along with the original chicken sandwich, Big King sandwich, and premium Alaskan fish sandwich. So you can mix and match 2 sandwiches for just $5. Only at Burger King, where taste is king. Price and participation vary. Prices higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
Hi fans, this is broadcaster Andy Zilch. Do you want to get a great deal on Road Warriors games? Your Greenville Road Warriors have teamed up with Bilo to offer you a buy one, get one free ticket offer. Just show your Bilo bonus card at the Road Warriors box office and you'll receive a buy one, get one free ticket to any Thursday Road Warriors home game. This exclusive offer is only available while supplies last. Bilo. No store saves you more money on Road Warriors tickets.
25 years of great moments. More than 500 players graduated to the NHL. Don't miss the next time hockey history is made. Watch all ECHL games on AmericaOneSports.com. Live or on demand. At home or on your mobile device, log in at AmericaOneSports.com to check out your favorite team. The official broadband broadcast of ECHL is AmericaOneSports.com.
Lunch today should consist of a fresh sub roll with hot ham, turkey, and Swiss cheese melted together, and served with our special Formula 45 sauce. Your taste buds recognize this as satisfaction, and here at Groucho's Deli, we call this the Apollo Dipper. This is Dayana, manager of Groucho's Deli in Greenville. Come experience a deli where quality is the most important ingredient in a sandwich. Select from over 25 sandwiches and 15 salads for lunch or dinner. Groucho's Deli in downtown Greenville on East Coffee Street or on Highway 123 in Easley across from Lowe's.
So here's a true story. On my first date ever with a girl of my dreams, I was a complete idiot and ended up being stopped for suspicion of DUI. Luckily, I did not go to jail that night, but there was no second date. Sometimes we drink to celebrate, sometimes we drink to relax, and sometimes we drink to make our dates look better. Whatever the reason, don't be a numbnut by drinking and driving. Unfortunately, we all make bad decisions from time to time, and I'm here to help when you do. This is attorney Rob Inario, and if you find that your romantic Valentine's Day shower included soap on a rope and a half dozen naked men, give me a call at 255-9988 or visit me online at upstate420attorney.com. Don't let a DUI or a drug charge, or STD, become a lifelong reminder of a good time gone bad. I focus my practice on helping good people such as yourselves, and while I hope you never need me, I'm here if you do.
Give attorney Rob Inario a call today at 255-9988 or check him out online at upstate420attorney.com.
My name is Kurt. I like certain things, like a great haircut. That's why I go to Great Clips. They have clip notes that tell them exactly what I like. I don't want to be
Mr. Rockstar, right? I don't want an awesome fad, okay? I'm not a dude, or I'm not
the latest superstar, movie star who everyone wants to
be. I'm Kurt. That's why I go to Great Clips.
Come to Great Clips for a great haircut that's yours. With Clip Notes, you don't just get a cut, you get your haircut. New Clip Notes, only at Great Clips. It's going to be great.
Everybody get up.
This is Road Warriors defenseman Brad Cole, and you're listening to the Coaches Show with Andy Zilch.
And I think Sherman's an arrogant.
Whoa, Zinger, whoa. Hold up, man. Wow.
I didn't know you were going to air that.
Filthy mouth. I had to. What'd you do for the Super Bowl?
Sat at home, watched it at home with the family.
Yeah.
Just a low-key night after getting home from a pretty hellacious road trip.
You can say that again.
Yeah.
What about the kids tackled you when you got home, huh?
Yeah, I was at Jungle Gym for about 2 hours straight. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, got my workout in for the week.
There you go. Well, you got to get them in when we're on the road. And you can't meet me when I'm here at home, so I guess that's the best way.
Well, I'm tired of getting stood up by you at the gym.
Oh, get out of here. Get out of here. Enlighten us a little bit about the hellacious bus trip, as you called it. We had some brimstone going through the bus, it seemed, at one point when we were crossing through into Florida.
Well, I didn't feel the heat, but I smelt the fire. Yeah, we had a little bit of problems there. About 5:30 in the morning, we started smelling some burning, and Bussy pulled over, so I thought he might have blown a tire, so I got up and see if he needed any help, and he said, no, my brakes had locked up a little bit, so he's trying to get them unlocked, and he must have got them unlocked, and he started driving again and then started smelling it again. So he pulled over again, and when he jumped out of the cab, he said he saw flames coming out the back. So that's when he poked his head back in and said, I need everyone on the bus now.
And then Dwayne Zinger reached. I tell you what, I don't think I've laughed that hard on a road trip when everybody was okay. We went to Crackle Barrel, and I don't think I've seen Dean laugh that hard either. It was like Dwayne Zinger's time to shine. He was ready. He threw off his blanket. And I've never heard anybody yell that loud. He just goes, fire! Everybody off the bus now! So there's a door that separates the players from Dwayne, Dean, Marty, Shea, and myself, and there's 2 rookies that generally sleep up there too. And poor Kyle Jean, he's trying to find the door opener to get to get out. Yeah, I mean, it's pitch black, 5 o'clock in the morning, and that poor guy's trying to find his way out. He can't. I think other guys are trying to head it. Mikey could probably vouch for some people. And Sam Noro told me a good story. He was in the top bunk, and he said he rolled over to try and hop out real quick, and he said he was in midair because he was on Brad Cole's back for about 3 seconds. So nothing like having a 6'5", 229 guy roll up on your back, huh?
Yeah.
Anything you've experienced like that in your time?
No, I've actually heard it happening to other teams, and I was playing in Providence. The Portland Pirates came into play us, and their bus had lit on fire on the way down to play us. And when they rolled into the rink in Providence, as soon as their bus pulled in, the whole arena just smelt like smoke. They had some guys get sick. It was pretty bad. They had some guys get sick and warm up. And
oh, really?
Yeah, their goalie couldn't go because he's breathing and all that. So it was, but no, I've been fortunate.
Were they barfing on the ice?
Not that I saw, but they had some guys that the goalie was supposed to start. He said he couldn't start. He got pretty nauseous and sick. So, what's
your worst bus experience that you've had?
I'm going to go back when I was traded to what are you talking? What do you want? Like that one was pretty bad that we were just on. But
besides that, what's one that you would definitely like? I'm going to start it. I'll tell you right now. I'm going to start a little docery, and when I get to my end of my NHL career, my minor league career, I'm putting a book out, and that's going to be chapter 1.
Yeah.
What would you put in your book? Like, what are your top moments that you'll never forget?
Yeah, I was playing in Hershey, and I got traded to San Antonio. I never forget because the coach called me in. He's like, yeah, this could be a real good opportunity for you with the new program. And you're going to meet the team in Rochester. So I'm like, okay, great. Yeah, he's like, yeah, they're on the road for a couple games. So he goes online and he looks up their schedule. He's like, yeah, they're in. You're going to meet them in Rochester, and then they're in Hamilton, and then they're in Toronto, and then they're in Manchester, and then they're back out to Hamilton. And he just kept going down the list. It was their first day of their rodeo road trip. So I joined the team on, I think it was like February 1st, and it was 30 30 days straight in a sleeper bus. So it was with nothing but a little duffel bag, and that was my first experience really on a sleeper bus. So I'll never forget that trip.
Man. Can you catch us up to speed of what's happened lately with some of the transactions? We got 2 new guys on our team, Emerson Clark and Ryan Murphy. First, give me your thoughts on Emerson Clark. We didn't really see him much when we played Toledo. He's from the Walleye. We traded him for future considerations. But I went on YouTube and I looked at some of his fights. He's fighting guys that are 6'6", 6'5". I mean, could you imagine Mikey Marcou going toe-to-toe with Sam Norreau? That's what it's like.
He's fearless. We didn't get to see him much when we played him, but he's a noticeable guy. You can't miss him. Every time I'm cutting video when we were playing Toledo this year, he always makes a highlight reel because he's hitting someone pretty hard or he's getting in a fight. So he's an energy guy. He's going to bring, I think, a good element to our forward group, a little bit of snarl and that physical element, that fearless element where he'll get in there. And I think he'll be a good addition, especially going in here and playing the Stingrays. They just added a couple, pretty good, solid, tough defensemen from the San Francisco team. So he'll be a real good addition for us.
And tell us a little bit about Ryan Murphy. I mean, coming technically from Florida, but he was skating with them. But what about him? What caught your eye with him?
Well, we were looking at him, and he was on a recruiting list for this year because he was a senior coming out of Niagara University and leading scorer on their team. Big kid, plays with some grit. So he was a guy we were targeting. He ended up actually leaving school early this year, and we were looking at bringing him in early, and then lo and behold, we lose him to Florida. We were down there. We go out to watch their pregame, and there he is out skating with them. So that's just a situation where Florida, I think, had too many numbers. They were getting some guys back, and we've been interested in him for a while. He's been on our radar for a while, and he's a big, strong kid. Like I said, he can put up some points, and he's got a little bit of grit in his game. So I think he's a guy we definitely want to look at.
Do you think the acquisition of Emerson Clark kind of takes the heat off guys like Brett and Cameron, Sam Norreau, and Sean Bergstresser to kind of answer the bell?
Well, yeah, I think it just adds another element. Those guys are, they're that's part of their game. It has to be in their game every night, and it's always nice to have some backup with that element and that role in your lineup. So I think, once they get to know each other and they build some camaraderie and get to know each other a little bit, I think it's for sure going to add a little bit to their game and might push them a little bit more too.
Would you, in your career, did you consider yourself as the guy that was always willing to go, or were you like, all right, I got to go out there and play. I'm trying to phrase this properly. Were you a guy that was like, all right, defense first, or were you the guy that's like, all right, I got to go protect my team?
You asked me if I was the goon?
No.
I was the goon?
Yes. You a goon. Dwayne, were you a goon?
No, I wasn't the goon. I was always willing. Here, when I left college, I fought a lot in junior, and then I don't know. I just had to back then. It was like coach would send us out all the time. I think it was a little different back then, but obviously you don't do that in college. And then when I had signed pro, my coach in college actually, he gave me 3 pieces of advice when I was leaving. He said, "Zing, it'd be a good thing." He said, "If you're the first guy on the ice and the last guy off, it'd be a good thing if they had to come and tell you not to fight so much. And when you go out for a meal, order it up because you're going to pay for it anyway." So I took a couple of those to heart. I was just a hungry kid. I wanted to play every night, and that was an element in my game that I think helped me establish myself. I was always a bigger guy. I was just willing. I wouldn't say I was, I was a guy I was an honest player. I always loved sticking up for my teammates. That was a big one for me. So I was attentive to what was going on in the game, and if I saw something I didn't like with somebody taking liberties, maybe on one of our skilled guys or anybody, I was always willing to step up in that capacity. But I was never the guy that really would just go out and,
run amok.
Yeah, just there were some guys that I didn't want to go near either, too. Even though they just you can always bite off more than you can chew sometimes too. So,
I gotta ask you, what's the worst beating you got?
Worst beating? Oh boy, I never lost.
That's right. You never lose a fight.
I always showed up. No, I fought some tough kids. Sean Thornton was probably the toughest guy I fought. I fought him twice, and when he was in Portland, he was a bulldog. He was a tough kid. Colton Orr a couple times. He was a tough kid.
Oh.
No, there's...
The question I asked previously is kind of segueing me to this question. Is it taxing, game in and game out, having to answer the bell or having to protect your teammates physically and mentally?
Yeah, I think for sure it's the guys that do it full time and that is their job. I think, from my experience, you got to be a little bit different in the head to kind of handle that.
Nicely
role.
put.
It's a challenge. I mean, those guys got a tough job to sit there for. They're usually not the most skilled guys. Nowadays they have to be able to play some minutes and be responsible when they get on the ice. But you're only getting a handful of minutes a night, and you got to stay in the game. And then, if things don't go the team's way that night, they might be expected to go out and engage that way. Yeah, it's very tough mentally, and that's a challenge for those guys.
Do you like the way the game's changed in that regard?
I wish they'd still let the players police it a little more. There's been a couple rules that came in that I don't really, the instigator rule I don't really agree with, because it takes the power away from that heavyweight guy to police the team a little bit. I kind of like, I didn't really like that rule. It puts a team at a disadvantage, and it kind of, I think, if for some players, I mean, doesn't apply to everyone. For some players, they can really take advantage of that rule and put a team at a disadvantage. So it's kind of a little chess match that goes on within the game itself. But overall, the changes they've made to the game have been great, though. They've really sped it up, taken out the red line. The obstructions, the net fronts were a big area that they cleaned up. When I came out of college, I thought I was one of the bigger defensemen in college. And then when I came out, I signed with Detroit. I remember I was standing in the shower one day, and I turned around, and it was Yui Krupp, 6'6", Yuri Fisher, 6'5", and Maxim Kuznetsov, 6'5". They're all 230, 240 pounds, and I was like, holy smokes, I'm a little guy in here.
Little Dwayne Zinger at 6'4", huh?
But that used to be the mode, though. They had these just big people-moving defensemen. You just stood in front of the net and hacked and whacked and cut a pretty big swath in front of the net. No one wanted to stand there.
Yeah.
But with the new CBA, they kind of, they cracked down on that a little bit, and it's kind of tends to favor more, skating, puck-moving defensemen.
Now you get hacked and whacked in the face when you're on the bench. You still got a little cut there.
I should have got stitches. I don't know what the doctor was thinking.
That was South Carolina?
South Carolina. I had nowhere to go. Two players hit in front of the bench, and one guy's stick came in. I was standing there, took it right off the side of the face, cut me. I was bleeding all over on the bench. And I got cut more this year than I have in my career.
Was it a player on the ice, or was it a player on the bench?
No, it was a player from the ice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Were you disappointed not to see Rafalski on the ice in Florida?
No.
Do you know him at all?
I've met him, but I don't know him. No.
I went through these with Dean, and I want to hear your thoughts. And you can, if you want to take a second to think about it, I'll go ahead and I'll get mine out. What is your biggest pet peeve?
Pet peeve? People who drive too slow.
Okay. What was your first job?
My first job? I grew up on a farm, so I always had jobs. I was hauling bales, cultivating, building fences, painting. My first real job, though, was lumberyard.
Oh, yeah?
I worked in a lumberyard. When I moved to the city, Revelstoke, it was called. I was like the little guy that ran around and loaded wood.
Oh, okay. The whipping boy. If you didn't make it at hockey, what would you have been?
I got asked this question when I was 16. I told everyone I was going to be farming in 10 years. And here I am sitting in Greenville, South Carolina.
Never thought you'd be doing a coach's show with Andy Zilch.
Never, no. Still involved in hockey.
A lot of people get to this point in their life and they can't believe it. So what's the biggest star you've ever met, excluding me?
Biggest star? Oh, boy. That's a good question.
I'll let you sit on that one. For me, for me, like athletes, because I work with them all the time, they don't really strike me. I would say it'd be musicians or actors. I met James Blunt when he was here. I thought that was pretty cool. That was probably the biggest one that I've had in the past year and a half or so.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, I can see what you mean. And sports is always tough. I mean, I idolized Steve Yzerman growing up, and then when I signed with Detroit, I ended up getting to meet him and sit right beside him in the locker room, and that was a highlight.
Yeah.
So I'd
were you giddy? Were you all giddy like a schoolgirl?
Yeah, I was probably that. I don't know. I was probably that nerdy little kid sitting beside him, just gawking at everything he did. Watching him tie his
Hopefully
skates.
you weren't gawking too much. Dinner with 3 people. Who would it be?
3 people. Oh, boy. Andy.
I would say I'd put Will Smith on there. I'd probably go like all TV people or musicians again. I would probably do Will Smith, Jerry Seinfeld, and what the heck? I'll go Tim Allen. I'll go my trio on 3 of my favorite TV shows: Fresh Prince, Seinfeld, and Home Improvement.
Okay. I'd go the president.
Okay.
I'd like to sit down with him, ask him a few questions, if you know what I mean.
You mean tell him a few questions, huh?
No, he'd be an interesting guy to talk to for sure. Actors-wise, oh boy, really.
Hang on, I gotta put a girl in there. Let me take Tim Allen out.
Yeah, you're worrying me there, Andy.
Yeah. Let me think about my third person.
Musician, I would go with Mac Powell. He's lead singer for Third Day, one of my favorite groups. And then, is in particular order?
No, just whatever.
No?
You belt it out. Who would I want to
Actors. I'd go with...
I'd go Hayden Panettiere. Boom.
Oh, there you go. Kind of like to pick Mel Gibson's brain.
That'd be a good one.
Yeah, he made some good movies.
He's an interesting card, though.
Yeah, he's been in and out of the media for the wrong reasons.
Yeah. Would do you like him as a person, or do you think that's kind of...
That's why I want to talk to him.
Okay. When you were playing, did you have a hockey superstition?
Superstition. I don't know if you call it superstition. I prayed before every game.
Okay. I mean, you could technically say that.
Yeah.
What was your greatest moment outside of sports?
Outside of sports. Well, I got a shout out to the wife here.
There you go.
Having a child was pretty amazing.
Which one?
Well, both of them.
Okay.
But the first one's pretty cool.
I
got another one on the way, so I don't know. But Sierra and Zayden, that's a life-changing moment when you have kids.
Yep. What's the due date, by the way, for Erica?
I believe it's May 13th.
13th. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got Dean's right around the corner too with his.
Yeah, don't drink the water in Greenville.
Yeah. Yeah. Jeez. Are you a movie or a TV guy?
Movie. All the way. All the way movies.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you know what? I emailed you my end thing with all the movie quotes, didn't I?
Yeah.
Or did I play it to you? Okay.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah. The contest is over, by the way. There was somebody that knocked it out. I'll play it here when we're done, and if you guys want me to, I can tell you all the quotes as we go along. Last thing, what's your guilty pleasure?
Guilty pleasure?
I think
ice cream.
Yogurt Mountain, to be exact. Man, we found out. Okay, so Dwayne's thing and I, when we go on the road, it's frozen yogurt in Florida. We found out that, what's the TCYB or whatever?
TCBY?
Yeah, there you go. That place charges like double compared to Yogurt Mountain.
Yeah.
And Yogurt Mountain has way better flavors.
Yeah, that was disappointing.
We botched it in the beginning of that road trip, but then we figured it out. We got wise. So, all right. I think that's all I got for you, Dwayne. We'll get Mike Marcou up here next. We'll take a break. You're listening to the Coach's Show here at Tablefields.
It only takes 6.2 seconds for the BMW 528i to go from 0 to 60. That's also about how long it takes to realize that it is faster and more fuel efficient than its top rivals. And it's more than enough time for you to realize that no other car is quite like the 528i. We only make one thing, the ultimate driving machine. Speed claims based on specs from manufacturer sites. Fuel comparisons based on EPA estimates.
Century BMW Authorized Center, Lawrence Road, Greenville.
Let's take a break. Greenfield's Bagel Shop is just 2 stores down, and I'm dying for a nosh.
Great idea. I'm hungry, too.
Oh, I'm in the mood for a toasted garlic bagel with some of Greenfield's homemade scallion cream cheese with a slice of tomato and a fresh hot cup of coffee.
I really like the walnut raisin spread on a plain bagel, but my favorite is their homemade soups. Have you tried their chicken matzo ball soups? It's to die for, and it comes with a bagel. Oh, what a meal.
At Greenfield's Bagels and Deli, we have over 30 varieties of fresh bagels, all boiled, then baked. Plus, our homemade cream cheese spreads like veggie, sun-dried tomato, olive, and Nova. So stop by and pick up a dozen bagels for home or treat the office. Greenfield's is the only kosher-style deli in the upstate, and we cater it all. Just call 987-0064. Greenfield's Bagels and Deli, Greenville Motor Mile, next to Steinmart in the Verde Market Fair. We're not just another bagel shop.
Since 2002, the lottery has helped award more than 1 million scholarships. So when you play, you're not just taking a chance, you're also giving one.
Greenville Water is committed to developing and maintaining a water system that is sustainable and of the highest quality. Please join us by conserving water so that it can be enjoyed not only by our generation, but for many generations to come. For tips on how to conserve water, please visit our website at www.greenvillewater.com.
The original chicken sandwich at Burger King has been a mouth-watering crowd favorite for more than 30 years. It can't get better, but it can get spicier. Introducing our new spicy chicken sandwich, seasoned with fiery cayenne and black peppers for those who want to kick things up a notch. It's a hot new twist on a Burger King favorite. And right now, it's part of our 2 for $5 deal, along with the original chicken sandwich, Big King sandwich, and premium Alaskan fish sandwich. So you can mix and match 2 sandwiches for just $5. Only at Burger King, where taste is king. Price and participation vary. Prices higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
Hi fans, this is broadcaster Andy Zilch. Do you want to get a great deal on Road Warriors games? Your Greenville Road Warriors have teamed up with Bilo to offer you a buy one, get one free ticket offer. Just show your Bilo bonus card at the Road Warriors box office and you'll receive a buy one, get one free ticket to any Thursday Road Warriors home game. This exclusive offer is only available while supplies last. Bilo. No store saves you more money on Road Warriors tickets.
25 years of great moments. More than 500 players graduated to the NHL. Don't miss the next time hockey history is made. Watch all ECHL games on AmericaOneSports.com. Live or on demand. At home or on your mobile device, log in at AmericaOneSports.com to check out your favorite team. The official broadband broadcaster of ECHL is AmericaOneSports.com.
Lunch today should consist of a fresh sub roll with hot ham, turkey, and Swiss cheese melted together and served with our special Formula 45 sauce. Your taste buds recognize this as satisfaction, and here at Groucho's Deli, we call this the Apollo Dipper. This is Dayana, manager of Groucho's Deli in Greenville. Come experience a deli where quality is the most important ingredient in a sandwich. Select from over 25 sandwiches and 15 salads for lunch or dinner. Groucho's Deli in downtown Greenville on East Coffee Street or on Highway 123 in Easley across from Lowe's.
As a defense attorney, people often ask me the best way to beat a charge. The obvious answer is to not break the law. However, when confronted by a law enforcement officer,
"Sir, could you put down the beer, please?"
the best way to help your case is to be courteous.
Well, I have to put down my beer. I ain't done nothing wrong.
You have the right to decline field sobriety test, the breathalyzer, and to remain silent, all of which can be done politely and respectfully. Sadly, more people talk their way into jail than out of it.
I ain't done nothing wrong.
Whatever you do, please do not bow up and ask the officer what gives them the right to arrest you. Trust me, they have it. They also have mace, tasers, and other fun ways to neutralize a combative suspect.
We will taser you.
This is attorney Rob Inario.
Sir, put your hands behind your head!
And whether you feel that you are right or wrong, you will have your day in court. But until that day, please keep in mind that these officers deal with some real scumbags, yourselves excluded, of course.
Kill you! Pop him again! Pop him again!
And that a little courtesy goes a long way. By making their job easier, you make my job easier.
Give attorney Rob Inario a call today at 255-9988 or online at upstate420attorney.com.
My name is Kurt. I like certain things, like a great haircut. That's why I go to Great Clips. They have clip notes. Notes that tell them exactly what I like. I don't want to be
Mr. Rockstar, right? I don't want an awesome fad, okay? I'm not a dude, or I'm not
the latest superstar, movie star who everyone wants to
be. I'm Kurt. That's why I go to Great Clips.
Come to Great Clips for a great haircut that's yours. With Clip Notes, you don't just get a cut, you get your haircut. New Clip Notes, only at Great Clips. It's going to be great.
This is forward Jordy Johnson. You're listening to Coach's Show with Andy Zilch.
Welcome back inside the Coach's Show. My name is Andy Zilch here, now sitting down with Mike Marcou. And Mike Marcou, you're a couple bucks richer after Sunday's game there. I made a silly bet at halftime.
Well, I don't know if I'm $20 richer because I lost another bet.
That's right.
I broke even.
Yeah. I told Mike, there's no way Denver is going to be held down like this. No way. Peyton's coming back. They're going to score at least 3 touchdowns. And then with like 3 minutes left, I just pulled out the 20 and handed it to Mike. Mike then who'd you hand it off to?
Camo.
Okay, so Brett and Cameron. And then I had to give another 20 to Dean, so I was really cut lost by that one. Didn't expect it. But, that goes to show defense wins championships. Do you follow football a lot?
Not so much. I'll watch a game every other Sunday, I'd say.
Yeah.
Just, something to do when you're out. But Super Bowl, I pretty much watched everyone since I was young. So, football is not really – I know I'm an American, but not really my go-to sport.
Your team's the Giants, though, right?
I got 2 teams, Jets and the Giants.
You would.
Yeah.
So what was your team? What was your hockey team growing up that you liked?
I got 2 teams, too.
You're that guy.
Well, I grew up watching the Islanders more because I'm from Long Island, so it's a lot closer and easier to get to the games.
So more of a Mets guy?
Yankees.
Okay. I know, I saw. I just had to ask because I'm disappointed. But
that's the one team I said when I was younger. I made a decision. I said, I'm going to be a Yankee fan, and that's it.
Yeah.
Because my brother's a Met fan and my dad's a Met fan, and they would actually watch the games during the summer. And I'm not a big fan of baseball either, but since they're watching, I got to pick a team to root for. So
there you go.
Yankees always won.
So what's your sport that you follow the most professionally? Would it be NHL?
Yeah, I'd probably say NHL. I don't really follow too much of TV. More of a video game guy.
I was going to talk to you about that. So what console do you have?
Xbox 360.
All right, you're not on the what is it? Xbox One? Is that?
No, not yet.
What's your game? What's your game of choice?
Call of Duty. Been playing that for probably 8 years now.
Wow.
9 years, pretty going strong.
Who's the second best on the team? Because I know you're going to say you're the best right away.
There's stats to prove it. But behind me, I'd say Sammy Nareau is actually he's pretty good too. He gives me a run for my money.
Who do you live with this year in the apartment?
Well, in the beginning of the year it was Brenton Stamler, but he's called up right now in Hartford. So Kyle Jean's my new roommate.
Okay. So do you hog the TV?
Yeah, he's got no shot. But we were talking, because we don't have cable, just internet in our apartment, so there's not much to do. Yeah. So we were talking. He's a big FIFA guy, so it looks like I'm going to get into that. So we also might get a bigger TV, because I bought I think it's a 32-inch TV from Sam Class in the beginning of the year, and him coming down from the American League, I think he wants like more of like a 52-inch, so my little
big time in
it's not cutting it for him. So.
Oh man, well then you can do a split screen.
Oh yeah, I said, well, we can watch TV, watch the Olympics, and I can play my video games all at the same time.
Yeah. So obviously, again, besides hockey, do you keep on a good eye on the Olympics and any other sport?
Yeah, pretty much all of them. I'm a big fan of like the skiing and all the snowboarding and stuff, but yeah. I like watching the Olympics.
I like the, what's it called with the brooms?
Curling.
Yeah, is that it? Yeah, curling. I love curling. I think that's phenomenal because it's like a big shuffleboard on ice.
It's pretty big in Greenville, isn't it?
Oh, you got me. Is it? Yeah, it's at the Pavilion every Wednesday night. We'll see you there. What's your thoughts on the hockey in the Olympics? Who do you got? What team? Besides USA.
I mean, Canada's always got a strong team, but with all the Canadians I play with, I would rather see an American team win it, or even Russia. Russia's more of the saying, offense wins championships. So if they win, they'll prove that theory, I guess. But
poor Denver couldn't.
No, Denver, they really shocked me.
Yeah. I asked a lot of guys too, and I asked our whole team, in fact. And Denver won by one guess, but all the guys that guessed, it was either offensive-minded or, like, no one said, oh, they're a balanced team. They were either, well, Seattle's got good defense, Denver's got good offense. And the guys that picked, I remember Himmelson was like, oh, defense wins championships, plain and simple. The saying really isn't offense wins championships,
No.
So is that a big mindset for you guys?
They're saying it's rigged.
What?
Yeah, I saw it somewhere.
Well,
I don't know how good the source is, but looks like I'm going to get my money back from Camo, and I'll give you your 20 back.
Yeah, I'll take it back. Was Jordy Johnson your source on that?
No, it's not a reliable source.
What were they saying? How were they saying it was rigged?
I forgot who I heard it from, but on the website somebody said that they heard something from Peyton Manning saying he better get paid for this or something on the sideline. So I don't know. I haven't heard too much about it, but
that's interesting. Well, Shea McGlynn, our athletic trainer, he got fooled down in Florida. They have like those full website and those full stories. He showed me a website. He was like, yeah, hey, Zilch, did you hear that? Like all the guys that got snubbed from the Olympics, he's like, they just claimed citizenship to like Slovenia. I go, no, that doesn't work like that. He goes, no, here's the website. I go, dude, this is a gag website. Like, come on, use some common sense.
Let's see on E-Bum's World.
Yeah. So, question: Crosby or Ovechkin?
Ooh, Crosby.
Yeah, I got taken to Timmy. I don't like Crosby on the ice. I think he's a big baby, and I think a lot of people would agree with me. Yeah, he's a fantastic player, but I think Ovechkin's better offensively. Crosby's better defensively, and it shows in the plus-minus.
Yeah.
Crosby's like a negative, like, 40-100. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Your thoughts on the trade deadline coming up? I know Ryan Callahan's name's been tossed around.
Yeah, I mean, I'd actually be pretty shocked if the Rangers did that, but I like Ryan Callahan as a player. I mean, I don't know why. I guess I don't really know too much about the business or what, but he's an all-around good, solid, hard-working guy, good leader too. So I'd be shocked to see him go. Following the Rangers and all, I'd be upset to see him go too.
Have you ever met him?
No, I haven't. No.
What NHLers? Do you talk to some NHLers? Do you know some guys?
Yeah, I know. I have a couple of my friends. My one roommate from college, he's on San Jose Sharks, along with another one. So Matt Irwin, Justin Braun on San Jose Sharks.
Braun, yeah.
Both went to college with those guys, and I believe a good friend of mine, Casey Wellman, he's up in Washington right now, I think. And there's a lot of guys like Craig Smith in Nashville. So, and there's a couple more that I played with, but those are the main guys that I keep in touch with. So,
do you see him at all during the summer? Do you skate with them?
I see Casey and Braun in the summer. In Minnesota, I go work out there for a month or so, and so they're both out there. So I see them, and Irwin's from Victoria. So I've been trying to get out there. He's been saying it's real nice. So. Yeah. I haven't seen him in the summer.
Why do you go to Minnesota? Why do you choose that area?
I choose because my trainer that I train with is based out of Minnesota. So, and there's a lot of guys that are in the NHL that train with me. So it's nice to see those guys like Ryan McDonough I train with this summer, and Dustin Bufflin's always kicking around the gym.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Is he eating sandwiches in between his reps? He is a big guy, man.
Yeah, he is big. Mark Stewart. And it's good to see those guys, work, and they see how hard they work, and you kind of get a glimpse of, what it takes, to make it. Because that's eventually it's my end goal is, making it to the NHL.
Yeah.
So.
What do they help you out? Do they give you pointers and stuff to expect working your way up?
Yeah, I mean, if you really in the summer, you're kind of just joking around, kicking around the gym. It's more of just seeing how hard they work, and that's just, I think, the biggest thing is their work ethic.
Yeah.
And how much they care about it, and not just walking in the gym, walking out because they think who they are, but they go to the gym every day and they work hard. So
I'm going to the gym after that. You want to meet me there?
Let's
do it.
I just coming from the gym.
Get you, Mikey. What does your summer entail? Do you go straight from a hockey season in Minnesota, or do you go home first?
Well, I'll go home first, and after the hockey season, take off a week, then I get right into working out. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I was going to say, you stop that bold-faced lie right now.
I take off, probably a good month.
Yeah, I mean,
a good month.
You have to, because then you're going to get sick of it.
Oh,
if
yeah.
You're playing year-round all the time.
Yeah, so I take off a good month. Yeah, I'll go to the gym, during that time still, but I won't really start kicking it in gear until, mid-June, start of July, start skating with the on-ice stuff. And then I'll go to Minnesota in August until we're training camp.
Okay. Well, as far as your workouts, what do you focus on? How do you go about your workouts? What do you do?
For me, I'm a smaller guy, and so I look to.
That's why I'm getting notes.
To build up my strength, and I can use it everywhere. But my foot speed, I focus a lot on my quickness, my skating and stuff. So I try and put on a lot of weight in the summer, but keep it good weight so I don't lose my speed, because that's one of my, I'd say, best qualities as a player.
We saw your roommate. It was Carzo, right?
Yeah, Rock,
Florida.
Yeah.
So did you give him some trouble on the ice?
Yeah. Not really. I asked him to fight once, but he didn't want it. But,
He's too scared, huh? He saw you in the offseason in Minnesota working out.
Yeah.
Well, as far as some other guys in the league, is there any UMass Amherst guys that are in the league that you're very close to?
Yeah, there's TJ Signer. He's over in Redden. And then Danny Hobbs, who was here last year, is over, and he's actually up right now in Binghamton. So
scored his first AHL goal, yeah.
2 points.
Yeah, 2. Okay, there you go. So I assume
first
you keep
game,
up with them.
Yeah, so we talk a lot. Those two, my other two roommates as well. So Signer was my roommate for 4 years, and Hobbs was for 3.
Oh, okay.
And then last year, so kind of sick of him by now. But
well, I think when Jordy was on here on the coaches show, he talked about it. He mentioned it last bus trip when you and Hobbs would get in arguments. Jordy would go on one side of the argument and side against you, and then he would, in mid-argument, go on your side and argue against Hobbs. Did you ever pick that up?
Yeah, well, I knew he was doing it because I would do the same thing when they're arguing. But, yeah, he would just pick a side, and whatever side was on top, he'd switch over just to balance the fight out, just to keep it going a little bit. And, Hobbs and I used to get in some pretty good ones.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, in college we actually dropped him on the ice.
Yeah?
Yeah, got into a little tilt.
What happened?
Yeah.
What was the end result?
Well, so what happened was I was shooting a puck from the point. He was in front of the net tipping it in, and he blocked a shot like the weekend before, so he had a bruise on his knee. And I shot the puck. He missed it with his stick, hit him right in the knee where his bruise was.
Oh. So
he's in front of the net yelling like, "Oh, man, that hurt." Instead of going up to him saying sorry, I went up to him, called him a baby, told him to get up. He got up, shedded his gloves, sticks. I'm like, oh, no, here he comes. But it didn't last long. But we were laughing right after.
What do you like to do during bus trips?
Play cards is probably one of the biggest things that we do.
What games?
We play Snarps.
What is that for people that don't know?
I don't even know how to explain it. It's a trump game.
Okay.
So it's kind of like where you would have to call how many tricks you'll get, and you pick a suit that's basically it's wild. So you kind of play war with the cards.
Okay.
I don't know.
And you also, what's your favorite app that you like to kill time on? Don't say Flappy Bird. I think that thing gave you a virus.
Yeah, it did.
It's okay.
I deleted that game.
I wonder if Zinger has, because I got to go to AT&T now.
Because they always have it's Cameron.
Oh,
they always have like the pop-ups and advertisements coming in. Yeah. Well, if you get the iPhone,
don't download Flappy Bird. Half the team downloaded it. We were playing it on the way to. I was on the way to practice in Florida, everybody had it, and Valorant had the sound up, which was...
Oh, it ruined my pregame app. I didn't have.
Yeah, everybody was playing it, and I was awful. It's a very hard one, but again, don't go download it. I was doing a good job with it at first, I thought, and then I was like, oh, hey, what's your score? And I think you had 9, and I had 4. So I was like, all right. So I put it away, and then I worked out with Zinger. I went back, and I played it 2 different times. I got up to 13, and then the pop-ups started coming.
Yeah.
That
I'm
was
at 28 now.
Yeah.
But I deleted the game today. Couldn't do it. Can't do it.
It doesn't help because I'm still getting pop-ups even after I deleted it. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I got to figure out what's going on.
That's not good.
Also, give us your viewpoint of what happened with the bus fire.
Huh.
Everybody had good stories.
Yeah. So my bunk is when you walk into the middle with that door is closed, that where you're trapped in. So my bunk is the first one on the bottom, the very bottom. So I'm basically sleeping on the floor. So the only thing I hear was fire from Zinger screaming, and I thought I was dreaming. I'm like, Zinger screaming, and I stick my head out, and everybody's screaming like, get off the bus. So I honestly didn't think I was awake. So I stick my head out to go see what's going on, and I get kicked in the back of the head from somebody running off the bus.
Oh, really?
And I'm like, oh my God, this is real. And I got up, and I was sitting there, and I was in my shorts, and I'm sitting there. I'm like, oh, it's probably cold outside. So I'm putting my pants on, my shirt, my shoes. I'm like, wait, the bus can blow up any second. I'm like, get off the bus, Mike. I'm like, oh, should I take my computer? Should I take my iPad? And then I see Burke and I'm just clueless.
He was out and it's a funny sight because first of all, Jason Mission sleeps in his boxers. You have this 6'8" guy in the middle of the highway in his boxers, and Burke, Stresser, and Rowe were like, man, it's so cold. I'm like, well, if you want to go warm up, I can tell you where to go. And Berkey was like, oh, I should have went back and got my phone. It's like, well, yeah, I probably should have went and got mine too, but I think my life was a little bit more important at the time. Yeah. I grabbed my shoes, and all I was concerned about was my shoes, because I just grabbed those and I ran off the bus because my shoes were right there. So
yeah,
I wasn't too concerned about anything else.
Yeah, Sammy Klassen was the first person I saw, and he was in just his boxers.
Well, he was rattled
sitting
too.
Like this.
Yeah.
Like shivering. I'm like, oh man.
Yeah.
So,
well, that was.
I think somebody gave him a blanket.
Yeah. A couple guys, I guess, snuck on the front of the cab and took blankets because I know someone gave Mission one.
Yeah.
That poor guy. He was shivering.
Yeah, it was chilly. We were in Florida too. I was like, oh man. Actually, had no idea where we are.
I didn't either. I couldn't. Sammy Noro said he had his covers above his nose and he could still, it was still going through the smoke cell.
Oh, yeah.
Still going through.
The smell. Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. So what was your, have you had any other bad experiences on buses like that?
Not as in bus going on fire or something. No, not
that
really.
Takes the cake.
But yeah, in juniors we'd always have long bus trips, and it's the classic
the rumble strips.
Good old the rumble strips. That'll always wake you up a little bit, but other than that, not really. No.
Well, that's actually what woke me up because I heard it, and with me, if I hear rumble strips, my head's up.
It was like a 4-second one too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah,
that was a long one.
Yeah, because I hate hearing that, man.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. And we went through a construction zone when we were coming down from Toledo, so I heard it, and then I heard it again, still going the same way, and I freaked out.
Yeah.
Did you feel it?
I think I woke up for that one. I know what one you're talking about.
I think I was standing, and I was.
Yeah.
I was like, because at that point, I mean, honestly, your life is in the hands of the bus driver.
Yeah, seriously, we're all laughing here, but something goes wrong. Yeah.
But we're okay.
Yeah, let's knock on wood.
Yeah.
I think we're home for a bit now, right?
We're home we got 2 more road trips.
Well, South Carolina, so.
Yeah, I mean, those, I don't consider those real road trips, but we got one up to Fort Wayne, then we go to Toledo again, and then we go down to Florida for the last game of the season. So we only got a couple more minutes, so we'll quickly give you a quick up-to-date of what's going on. I got some great news, and I think it's going to happen. I think we're going to have the largest crowd in Greenville Road Warriors history for the Stick It to Cancer Night. I've been looking at our attendance map for that night. It's going to be a large crowd. It's going to be a fun one. The Boy Scout night's going to be another good one, too. So tell your friends. We got the family pack for Fridays. It's excluding the hat now. So it's 4 red level tickets, 4 hot dogs, 4 bags of chips, 4 sodas for $40. So that's the new Friday promotion. And then Saturday's always going to be a good night. You got the Saturday Sampler, which let me click on that and give fans that are listening in the details of that one. You got 2 tickets to the bobblehead giveaway, 2 tickets to the Ute jersey giveaway, 2 tickets to the game of your choice, and 15% off at the team store. And that's for as low as $57. We got our game this Sunday back home at the Bon Secours Wellness Arena, 3 o'clock start. And I think everybody here is going to get some skates, and I'm going to see you out there, especially Rick Conley, who's shaking his head yes. All right, Rick, I'll see you out there, out on the ice.
That was a yes.
Yeah. Also, real quick, when I play the farewell thing, has everyone heard it here? No? Okay, well, I'll play it first, and if you want me to give you the quotes, I can give you the quotes. I held a contest during the road trip for somebody that could guess all the quotes, what they were from, and there was a song at the beginning. If you guess what it is, they won 2 glass seats, and I could get anything that they have autographed by the team. So we had one contestant that already won. So congratulations. Her name was Laurel Robinson. Congratulations to her. We'll play that now, and we'll see you here. No coaches show next week. We will have one the following week, so that will be February 18th. We'll have Dean Stork on and a selected player. So for Mike Marcoux, for Dwayne Zinger, my name's Andy Zilch. Really appreciate the support here tonight, and we're going to have a good couple weekends of games. First of all, we're going to start it off with the Stink Rays in North Charleston. Thanks a lot, everybody, for coming out. We'll see you soon.
Bombadita, 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 until we meet again.
I just wanted to say goodbye.
That's it. I'm getting out of here.
When you gotta go, you gotta go.
Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Say goodbye to your 2 best friends. And I don't mean your pals in the Winnebago.
That's how Austrians say goodbye.
I got enough practical jokes for one evening. Good night, future boy.
I don't want to go.
I know you don't. I know, but you have to, and you're gonna be okay, all right?
Please don't make me go.
What? Over? Did you say over? Nothing is over until we decide it is.
I can't. I like us.
I love you, Grace.
I love you too.
Gotta go now, honey.
So long, farewell, I'll be to say goodnight. I hate to go and leave this pretty side.
Don't you say your goodbyes. Not yet. Do you understand me? We'll see you all again. Sleep tight.
I have to go away.
No, don't do it. Please, don't go.
I must go away, John.
I hate goodbyes.
Goodbye, Alfred.
Screw you guys, I'm going home.
And we'll be right back after these messages from Benford Tools.
It's just... I wish I could always be with you.
You will be, Mom.
Marge, I'm confused. Is this a happy ending or a sad ending?
It's an ending, that's enough.
So long, sucker.
I'll catch you on the flip side.
The purpose of our 2 previous encounters is now very clear to me. I do not intend to be distracted by another. Good night, Mr. Bond.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.